HTTPS. What is HTTPS? It's nothing but a secured HTTP. Why not everyone can use HTTPS in their websites? If you want your website to be supported with HTTPS protocol, then you need to buy a SSL certificate for your website, which may cost from $10 to $100 or even more based on your requirement. Here's what Google Webmaster Central blog says on HTTPS. From August 2014, Google considers HTTPS as a ranking signal and is becoming more and more relevant. Earlier, it was not necessary for every site. HTTPS is like an encryption, which is technically important for sites dealing with purchasing processes or sensitive client information to increase trust and conversion rates. But at Google I/O, Google calls for HTTPS everywhere on the web. More and more webmasters are adopting HTTPS, which is also known as HTTP over TLS, where TLS stands for Transport Layer Security. You can buy a single or multi-domain or a wildcard SSL certificate. Google recommends you to use 2048-bit key certificates. Also, there are several other recommendations from Google. But let's check for the security level of Newegg website using this Qualys Lab tool. Newegg.com is an e-commerce website which sells computer parts and many other things related to electronics. I have added a product to my cart in Newegg.com website. Once I have added the product to cart, you can see in the address bar that the normal Newegg.com has got converted into HTTPS. This denotes me that this is a secure page and the details which I provide on this page will be secured and protected. Using SSL Labs, I checked for Newegg.com for the security grid and the result was grade A. Using Qualys SSL Labs tool, you can check the HTTPS security of any domain. For a normal blog or a news website, HTTPS or SSL certificate is not needed. But when Google says that it's a ranking factor, it's advisable to buy a SSL certificate for each and every website. In 2016 research data, almost half of the web pages in top 10 and 1/3 of the web pages in top 20 uses HTTPS encryption. Not only that, Google announced that websites which don't switch to HTTPS by 2017 will be marked as unsafe in Chrome browser. This will continue to elevate the status of HTTPS as a ranking factor. Above all, the correlation factor has increased from 5% to 19%, which is higher than that for search volume of domain name. There are several websites which provides you SSL certificates and you can buy them for per year. GoDaddy offers you SSL certificate for $63 per year for single domain or one website. If you want SSL certificate for multiple domains, then you need to pay $135 per year, and this rate differs from website to website. For example, Rapid SSL provides you single domain SSL certificate for just $50, which is around $13 lesser than GoDaddy. Namecheap.com, this website provides you a SSL certificate for per domain basis for just $9 per year. Some websites like Let's Encrypt and Cloudflare offer you free basic SSL certificates. So, based on the SSL certificate that you buy and based on the features or protection it gives, the price varies. And also it varies from website to website or SSL certificate provider to provider. But I recommend you to buy SSL certificate while you buy the domain or hosting from your hosting provider, which will give you a slightly easier integration and configuration. To wrap up the advantages, And disadvantages of HTTPS. HTTPS gives you greater user trust, especially for websites with security payments, such as e commerce websites, and it protects against phishing and hacks. It also gives you ranking advantages in Google's search results. But it also comes with a set of drawbacks or disadvantages. Implementing HTTPS inside your website is a time consuming process. Also, it's certificate based. What is certificate based? Earlier, you need to buy SSL certificate for e-commerce websites, and now Google recommends you to buy TLS certificate, which is also termed as SSL plus certificates. Though there are many possibilities to get a free SSL or TLS certificate, the implementation is time consuming one, and it requires the modification of link structure of your entire website. Also, there are probabilities for speed losses, which means your page speed may decrease a bit, which also means that the page loading time may increase a bit. If your page loading time increases, then it negatively affects your search engine ranking. Once you have implemented HTTPS in your website, you should move to a little bit powerful server such as VPS or cloud hosting. You can see that Wikipedia has completely moved from HTTP to HTTPS. Whenever you search for Wikipedia, the URL in the search result appears as HTTPS. This is why I recommend you too to move to HTTPS to get a boost in search engine ranking. In the next lecture, let's see importance of search volume of your domain name and how it affects your search engine ranking.